Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Alana Simone. So first of all, I wanted to welcome you guys in. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you've been here for a while, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about the one you reject, God accepts. And so, I think this is important because oftentimes we think that, as humans, one thing we could do easily that a lot of people do is they reject people. One thing that a lot of people do directly or indirectly is that they reject people, and rejection can come in a lot of forms. They can not invite you to a party. They can not invite you to an event. They can you present them a business proposal and they're declining. They're like, no, reject this. We don't really believe in your vision. We don't really believe in your dream. So here you go, take it back. Bye. Get out my face. But yeah, so I mean, it's different stuff like that. Rejection comes in many different forms. And those were just different examples. But I think it's important. We have to understand that, all throughout life, I don't know about you, but I'm human, so I think you're human too, right? Yeah, so anyway, us humans, we oftentimes feel, at least once in our life, I know for me, it was multiple times, but at least once, I guarantee you, if there's a human that say they haven't, then maybe they're not human. So maybe I'm not talking to you, but if you're a human that has experienced rejection, raise your hand, okay? Because it's a thing. But anyway, we have to understand that rejection is a part of life. Rejection is something that most people will experience at least once in their life before the time they die. And so, it's a thing that we can't avoid, unfortunately. And like I said in the beginning, it comes from many different things. Rejections can be from a person. It can be from a business proposal. It can be from so many different things. But we have to understand with rejection, so oftentimes that can be one thing is God's protection. And so we think that, okay, if we got rejected by, let's say, a group of people, that they don't like us and something's wrong with us and all this stuff, but that's not the case. I remember when I was younger, I was rejected, or what it seems like, by a group of people. But as I got older, I realized that was God's protection over my life, because when I then later on found out these group of people were not walking in integrity and they were doing some things that were not in line with what God had for my life. And so God was really protecting me. In that moment, I felt rejection, but I didn't realize that God was actually protecting me in that season, in that time of my life. So anytime people reject me or anything like that, I really count it as a blessing. Because why? God sees more than what I can see, and oftentimes our human nature wants us to feel like we want to be accepted by everybody, that we want to be included in everything, especially if you have a personality like me. Like, I'm one of those people that like to be around people. I like to talk to people. I just like to have friends and all that stuff. I'm just that type of person. And so you could take it harder when people reject you and you're just trying to be nice and try to be their friend, and you just sitting there like, so you just gonna reject me like that? Like, what's going on? So anyway, but I had to, as I got older, I realized that everybody is not for everybody. And a lot of times the rejections that we get from others can be really God's protection. And I know, at least for me in my life, that's what it has been. Every time I felt rejected, every time I felt like pushed to the side or people didn't accept me, I understood that was really God's protection. And he was really protecting me from things that I could not even see. And so when I did, those things got revealed years down the line. I was like, oh my God, thank you, Lord, that you even, that it sucked to feel the rejection feeling, but thank you, God, for loving me enough, and for you, God, to accept me enough, to want to protect me like that, to want to make sure that I'm okay. Because that's one thing I tell people. It's important to have a relationship with God. It's important to have a connection with God, because why? He sees things we can't see. And so he's our biggest cheerleader. He's our best friend. And so we oftentimes feel like people reject us, people don't love us, people don't accept us. But let me tell you, when you have God on your side, can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody make you feel bad anymore about not being accepted from them. Because when you get the fulfillment of the true acceptance from God, nobody can ever take that away from you. Nobody can ever replace that feeling, because it's something that lasts forever. And so once people accept that and understand that and know that sometimes rejection is God's protection, and sometimes we don't understand. Like, I remember I didn't understand in the moments that because you feel bad, you're a human, you feel like, oh my God, they're rejecting me. That's not, how is God protecting me? How is this good? Why would he want me to feel this way? But no, when you can see the bigger picture, when you start maturing, when you start really grabbing hold of your relationship with God, you start seeing that he loves you so much, that he sees what you can't see. He goes to places we can't go. He's in rooms that we're not even in. And so he hears the conversations. He sees what these people are doing. And so his ultimate goal is to protect his children, to love his children. It's the best protection you can get. It's the best love you can get directly from him. And so anytime I would feel rejected or discouraged by a group of people who rejected me, or maybe like a job that rejected me, I just know it was God's protection. And at the end of the day, if I know that in my heart and I know in my soul that I'm accepted by God, that's all I need. That's all I need to know, because with his acceptance is he brings you into the things that he has for you. He takes you and introduces you to the people that is going to have your best interests. And so oftentimes we're trying to figure it out on our own. We're trying to push past the rejection. We're trying to prove to people and let them know who we are and who they rejected. Trying to tell them, but it don't even matter. Who cares? The only acceptance we need is from God. And once you learn that his acceptance is enough, you start living a free life. You start living a life that just brings so much freedom, because you realize that no matter what, if this group doesn't accept me, if this guy doesn't accept me, if this girl doesn't accept me, if nothing in this world accepts me, I know I'm accepted by God, and that's good enough for me. And so that's one thing I really desire and hope and pray that you can really understand and accept today. I really pray that you can understand and accept God's acceptance, and know that you don't have to keep on letting the feeling of rejection discourage you. You don't have to keep on letting it play with your head and make you feel like you're this weird, bad, crazy person because a certain group is not accepting you, a certain gender is not accepting you, a certain anything, a business, proposal, job, anything. Just count it as good. Count it like, okay, Lord, I don't know why I'm getting this resistance. I don't know why these people are rejecting me, but I thank you enough to know what's best for me. And clearly it's the reason why there's resistance. Clearly there's a reason why they're not accepting. So maybe you have a better opportunity for me. Maybe you have some better friends for me. Maybe you have something better for me, and I just can't see it. But I'm going to trust you enough and know that because you accepted me and love me and know what's best for me, I'm going to give you the control and to be the director of my life, and take me to the places that will accept me. Because why? You open up that door. And so when you open up a door that no man can close, and that's the door that I want to walk in. I don't want to walk into a door that I've been rejected, and because I try to do it in my own way, they open it, because in that way it can close back on my face, and I don't want that. I want a door, to walk in a door that was opened by you, and when that door is opened by you, I know that I will be walking straight through it, that nothing will close back in my face, that because it was opened by you, it'll stay open, and it'll remain open, and it'll be more than I could ever imagine. So, it's just a blessing to know that you've been accepted by God. I really pray that you can know that God's acceptance is available for each and every person. It's not, he doesn't discriminate. He doesn't be like, no, you look like this, so you're accepted. Okay, you look like that, you're not accepted. He don't care. He not like people who got a whole bunch to say. He like, come on, baby. Come on in here. We're going to accept you for who you are. And so that's one thing I love about him. And I hope that other people can start to love and understand about him, and know that he's not this bad, scary person that it's like, oh my gosh, you're not accepted. No, he's not like people. He's not like man. So just know that he's different, and his acceptance is something that you definitely want, because it's going to give you the best results in life. So you guys, I thank you so much for being here. Really, really hope this video encouraged you today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.